What's going on, folks? TJ Lauerman here, aka That Sports Gamer. I just blew the whole intro. I'm all out of sorts right now. So, how's it going, folks? We're back with the Baseball America Prospects League. I'm joined by JJ Cooper. JJ, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
I was doing good until I tried to start the stream and started flubbing my lines. Now I feel all out of whack. But
Yeah, we'll roll through it.
JJ is the executive editor over at Baseball America. Doing some great work with what they've been given with a 60-man player pool and no minor league baseball.
I'm all about the fastball this week. I'm doing a lot of stuff for the magazine that will be up on baseballamerica.com soon about fastballs, fastball velocity, fastest fastballs of all time, all kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, I know there's a international prospects preview for the AL West stuff. That's
AL West. AL West went up today.
Whole bunch of great stuff going on over at Baseball America. Whole bunch of great stuff going on in the Baseball America Prospects League, which is what we're talking about tonight. We've jumped 2 weeks into the future. It's now currently May 8th in our franchise. And we've had the emergence of what looks to be probably the the MVP frontrunner in Carter Kieboom. Kieboom or Kieboom, how you like to say it?
Kieboom.
Kieboom?
Kieboom.
Either way works for me. Currently,
I believe he's been at I got to talk to him several times. Remember seeing him in high school, and then he has been a regular Futures gamer. Never will be again, but a regular Futures game attendee. So it's been cool to kind of get to see him and a couple of times at the Futures game.
I feel like he'll keep on showing up at those All-Star events, but maybe just not Futures game anymore.
Now he's hoping to be the Nats third baseman this year, so that's a little bit higher up the ladder.
Yeah, he was recently named the starting third baseman for the Nationals. Last year, you guys had him ranked as the number 2 prospect for the Nationals. This year, he's the number 1 prospect, and you have him as the 15th prospect overall in baseball. So, he's pretty good.
He is very good. And right now, in the Prospect League, he is outstanding.
Yeah, let's go over to our league leaders where you're going to see a lot of him. This is the combined batting leaders. He's currently hitting .372 with a .448 on base and a .642 slugging.
That'll play pretty well.
Yeah. Only 9 home runs, so he's like 5th in the league in home runs. Still pretty good.
Still among leaders, and but man, that's just overall that's really impressive. But some names, I when you say that, I'll say Corey Ray is making a pretty solid case himself.
Yeah, I think they're actually tied. They both have 3.1 WAR so far this year, so he's keeping pace with them right there.
Leading in slugging, leading in OPS, but and second in batting. I mean, again, Corey Ray is actually a good day or two away from having a sabermetric triple crown. Yeah, because he's sitting there 3 points off in batting average and just 10 points off in on base percentage as well, and leading the slugging.
Yeah, Edwin Rios still our home run leader, but who was it that came up quick? Brent Rooker for the Twins. He's been making a surge recently. I know he hit 3 in the last week and a half. So he's been climbing the charts there. I don't think...
monster year, Mississippi State kind of played his way into top 50 in his draft class, and can mash. Ivanel Isabel
only hitting .218, but still got up to 10 home runs. Tied for the league lead with 36 RBIs. Him and Rios are tied at number 1. So he's still doing things up there.
Jeter Downs, who just got added to the Red Sox 60-man, believe yesterday, up there as well.
Yeah, he's got 9. Lamonte Wade Jr. I think we talked about him a little bit last week.
Maryland Star, who's in consideration, I would think, for a backup outfield job there in Minnesota this year. Mm-hmm. Xavier Edwards with leading the league in hits, which is kind of notable. He was traded from the Padres to the Rays in the offseason. But I would say kind of notable from the standpoint of he's a little, he's got some high A time, but a little bit younger for a guy who's doing that. And I am shocked to see that Nick Heath is tied for third in steals. That's shocking.
How is that even possible? What happened?
Only
although
11? Khalil Lee, his teammate, is the injuries are not on in this.
Why did he stop running?
No,
what?
Baffling.
It looks like Nick Heath might have. He just hasn't been going recently. Yeah, he's only got one stolen base. Wow,
a long time.
Yeah, he's not been going. He's been getting on base at a decent clip, like a 330, 340 clip. So maybe we should go in there and tinker and tell him to run all the time.
But that is a little bit surprising there. Yeah, what about the pitching side? I hadn't taken much of a look there at who's kind of standing out in the pitching.
I mean, well, if we're going to talk about the pitching side, I'm going to take off my Chuckers hat and switch over to my Stripers Copa de la Diversión hat because we're going to get to talk about Ian Anderson. 6 wins. I think he's got 8 quality starts on the year. 1.19 ERA.
That is impressive, by the way, that that's the Gwinnett hat, because it's a cool hat, but I would not have remembered that that's the Gwinnett Copa hat.
I had to remember. It was very, very difficult because actually both of my sisters sent me minor league Copa hats from the teams that they are near. Or teams they're near? Or teams close to them. My sister was actually living like down the street from Gwinnett up until last week. And my other sister is in Arizona, and she sent me a Visalia Rawhides Copa hat. So I have to remember they're the Toros. Very complicated with some of these minor league team names.
So Ian Anderson got 6 wins.
Yep, he's
at
also
a 1.19.
He's also tied for the league lead, tied for the league lead in wins. He's the leader in innings pitched. He's got an extra out on Spencer Howard. And I believe he's the leader in WHIP with a .63, which is pretty good.
And by the way, again, we also should talk about Spencer Howard here and Jackson Kowar, because both of them also right there.
Mm-hmm.
.63 WHIP, though, very impressive. Yes. Zach Brown, 10 home runs allowed, not so much.
Jose Urquidy right there with him, though, so it's all right. Spencer Howard's 4-2 with a 1.20 ERA, 2.5 WAR, 74 Ks in 60 innings, so not bad there. I wonder who has the most Ks per 9. Did I pass that? Ks per 9, AJ Puck, 13.3, a whole strikeout more than Michael Baez.
And
what else do we got here?
Brendan McKay up there. Scott Moss, Casey Mize, Samuel De Los Santos, Jose Urquidy. So Urquidy is a 3 true outcome guy. He's giving up home runs, doing a lot of strikeouts.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of good stuff going on. Actually, there was a couple days I wanted to take a look at that we passed. May 1st. Actually, when I was flipping through these, most of these days were just Carter Kieboom was either player of the game. He went 3-4, the double and a home run and 5 RBIs. The day after, 2 days after, 3 for 5 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. So he's been playing quite well recently. But on May 1st, Dustin May went 8 innings, 3 hits against the Dodgers and got the win out there. What else did he do? And Gonzalez got the save. Yeah, 104 pitches, 8 Ks. And he was going up against Mackenzie Gore. That would have been a good matchup.
That would have been a great matchup.
Gore also pitched great.
And by the way, that's the game that we... if we'd have picked that one to stream, that would have been the,
Yeah, Gore
that would have been as good as we'll get.
Gore went 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 run with 12 Ks. Not bad.
And to get out pitched in that game, that's hard to do.
Yeah. But Ian Anderson, I guess this is his last start, maybe 2 starts ago. Complete game, shutout, 2 hits, 10 Ks, 2 walks up against the Mets. Hopefully we'll see that in real life in the days to come. But yeah.
And David Peterson getting a good outing there too, just not as good as Ian Anderson.
Who else is doing good? Actually, Drew Waters hitting 331, or as of this date. I think you guys have Posh and Waters 1 and 2, or you have Posh and Waters 1 and 2, and Ian Anderson's third in your ratings.
Yes. So go to standings if you don't mind. I wanted to see, how that has changed in the last two.
Sure. Standings. Where did this go? Not that one. Rays back on top. I think they kind of faltered in our last stream, and the Orioles had taken over. But in the last 2 weeks, the Blue Jays are 9-1.
9-1.
I was looking at them earlier. So what happened was they got swept by the Orioles, and they said that's never going to happen again. So they went on. They went on, swept the Red Sox, swept the Yankees, and then swept the Orioles. So
wow,
they did pretty good. And 2 of those Orioles games went 12 innings.
Man,
so
we're not playing extra inning rules here. We're playing.
We're playing
it straight.
Though, with the next update to
I was going to say that
baseball,
update is coming, isn't it?
We're going to have some extra inning rules that you can tinker around with.
Which is good because it is, it's been in the minors. It's a feature to add.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know why they held off on doing it in the minors, but now that it's happened in the majors, we're making it happen in the game. Who else we got here? Phillies on top. Braves are a game behind them. Reds starting to take a commanding lead as the only team with a winning record in the NL Central. So they're up 5.5. Same thing for the Dodgers in the West. They're up 5.5. It seems like.
So the question about the extra inning rules, just to kind of answer that, I like it in the minors. I think in the minors it makes a lot of sense. I've been to too many AAA games where a long game kind of screws up everything. AAA teams often have a rule that you can't have 2 40-man roster relievers pitch on the same night because the idea being they don't want to wear out all their 40-man pitchers in case one of them needs to get called up to the big league club the next day. So too often I've seen, the 15-inning game where the backup shortstop's pitching because they just run out of guys. But not only that, but after one of those games, you end up, for the next week, they end up moving guys all around. You get the guy who was in extended spring, who's all of a sudden pitching in AAA for 2 days. Not great in the minors. But the majors, I understand it's a 60-game season. Okay, maybe this year it's weird already. Not a fan of it, long term. What do you think, TJ?
Yeah, I like it in the minors because, like you said, there's going to be guys that are going to need to get called up, and you might miss your shot at getting called up to the big leagues because you just had to pitch 3 innings in an extra inning game. And I would hate to see that being the reason someone didn't get their call up. Here in this season, I mean, sure, there's already not a lot of off days, so I guess anything to keep them rested. It's better than any crazy ideas of like 7-inning doubleheaders on Sundays. So I guess I can live with this year. I just hope it doesn't become one of those things that they're like, it worked in the 60-game season. Let's just use it all the time. So
that is understandably, I think, a fear.
That's kind of how I'm worried about like everything they kind of try to implement for this year. I kind of don't want to see it all just. It worked this year. Let's just keep going.
A 60-game season was great. Why don't we just keep it that way? I'm joking. That
seems like a bad idea.
By the way, Alex, it is too bad the Mets don't have a really good offensive outfield prospect. I wonder, those are hard to get. When you have one of those, you try to hang on to them. So, I mean, I understand for the Mets because it's not like they had one of those guys like Kelenic or someone like that. But yeah.
Yeah, and his Mariners leading the West at 25-15. Kelenic playing, not that great. 239, 342, 442.
6 home runs, yeah.
27 RBIs.
He's having a better, exhibition games here for the Mariners. I think he had 2 home runs recently.
I've actually really liked that the teams are streaming all those games and on their YouTube channels and stuff. It's better even better when they add their B team commentary guys.
The White Sox actually did a really good job with that. They had like Benetti and all, and it was really good. And then you have others where it's like, I was watching a Red Sox Twitter stream that was pretty much, they did put graphics up, but it was pretty much silent.
Yeah, I think who was it? It was I was just watching the Braves one for a little bit. It was Greg McMichael and whoever hosts the MLB Braves podcast. I think that was their combo of guys.
Radio guy, I know you're talking about. I just blanked those things.
I need my real Fox Sports South. Is that the guys that do the calls?
That's
why I need
Greg McMichael. Greg McMichael, back, doesn't feel that long ago he was pitching in that Braves pen.
Yeah.
But I'm old.
He could sling it for him.
All
right.
But so what are we looking at tonight?
So we got some good matchups tonight, and I think there's even some good matchups in the next day if we want to look at that. Who did we have here? There was someone. We have Justice Sheffield and Christian Javier for the Mariners and Astros. I thought there was 2 or 3 other ones in here. Nick Neidhart versus Tucker Davidson. Luis Frias and Ethan Small for the Diamondbacks and Brewers. And Michael Baez and Mitchell White for the Padres and Dodgers.
Not a bad Padres-Dodgers one. Have we ever played Padres and Dodgers yet, have we?
I don't think so. We can check tomorrow. We have Chris Rodriguez and Keegan Aiken. Both guys with minuscule ERAs. Rodriguez is a 2.28 ERA. He's 3-1. Aiken is 4-0 with a 1.32 ERA. So he's doing pretty good.
Noah Song got free from his naval commitment, but for the prospect league, he's not learning to fly fighter jets, but not having a great year so far. His ERA is getting into the Boeing range. It's a 5.97 right now.
Yeah, only one win for him, so kind of rough right there. Scooball and Logan Allen. Who else we got here? There were some good ones. Sixto Sanchez.
Ooh, and Hunter Brown's being asked to make a big jump, and it's not going well for him.
Sixto Sanchez and Bryse Wilson, other guys with minuscule ERAs. 10 wins between the 2 of them.
You know what? That's a kind of an interesting game to me.
And then
Marlins Braves.
I mean, we could do that one. And Adrian Marchand and Tony Gosselin.
I don't think we've done either of those either. Which is...
I mean, my choice. It's always the Braves. But
we haven't done a Braves game yet, though, have we?
I don't think so.
So that'd be mine.
All right, let's do this Braves game then. All right. Sixto Sanchez versus Bryse Wilson. Bryse Wilson 6-1, so him and Ian Anderson pitching very well.
Bryse Wilson, an excellent multi-sport star in high school here in North Carolina.
Oh yeah. I wonder where
football player.
I wonder where he's going to end up this year for the Braves. Just because now I think Cole Hamels is kind of hurt still, so they don't really know what's going on with him.
Felix has already opted out. There's kind of the fifth starter job's kind of wide open, but it does seem like also Tucker Davidson is pitching really well.
Yeah, it sounded. I've heard a lot. They want to kind of give Newcomb another chance there. So I don't know.
I think it's going to be kind of a rotating group would be the way I would expect it to end up.
Well, maybe if they take a look at what Wilson's been doing in the BAPL, maybe he'll get a bump there.
Yeah, so Pache and Waters both red hot. It's not a bad Marlins lineup here. We got, I mean, really, you're looking at that top 6 is pretty stacked.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Harrison, who they got? Why are they missing a guy?
Yeah, as of right now, they are. I figure it will fill that.
They are missing a catcher, which would seem like an important.
The ball will keep going to the backstop.
Oh, they don't have a backup catcher, and their catcher is quite tired.
Okay, we gotta fix that this week. That's one for us to fix.
Alex, make a note. Backup catcher for the Marlins. I mean, I'll take a tired catcher.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take a tired catcher for today.
Yeah, Bosch and Waters doing good. Bryce Ball not doing great. 4 home
Just
runs.
got added to the. He's also on the 60 now.
Ooh, someone else just got added to it too.
William Contreras is, by the way, who's not playing today because of Shea Langoliers. They have catching depth, unlike the Marlins. But Contreras has had a very nice summer camp. I can't say spring because it's not spring. Summer camp so far.
All right, let's dive in here. I don't think there's anything else we got to change. I think we're good there. We can start it up. Hopefully that's not crazy loud. If that's crazy loud for people, please let me know. Oh, hey, I moved our pictures up in the thing, and it worked. I just kind of guessed.
That's very good, because I can now kind of see a lot more.
Can't see the foul lines, though.
That's okay.
I think this is loud. I just learned how to turn it down in here, like yesterday.
We'll find out.
Yeah, on Sunday night, Alex and I threw on the stream, and we actually used the Baseball America. What did you guys do? You guys did a future.
Yes.
The Futures Game rosters.
Futures game, yes.
Using the 60-man rosters.
Yes.
Worked out well. I don't remember. I think the AL won. I think Bobby Dahlbeck should have been the MVP, but he wasn't. But
what did he do?
I think he went he might have hit 2 home runs and a double. Something crazy. And then he got hit because of one of the home runs, I think. Alex says the AL won 4-1. So 2-run home run for Dahlbeck. And we tried to keep it realistic and only had the pitchers pitching an inning. Worked out pretty good.
Which is absolutely realistic for the Futures game.
And we also had the great new 3-batter minimum rule, so worked out pretty well. Monte Harris leads it off with a single to the opposite field. I think pulled it maybe. One of the two.
So
Josh Devers up with Bryse Wilson.
Jose Devers. The acquired Red Sox trade, if I remember right. I think he was. No, maybe not. Maybe I'm blanking on that. But one of the better young defensive shortstop, and running and caught. Shea Langoliers says no.
No joke behind the plate. Good thing we gave Wilson. Not Wilson.
Contreras got the night off.
Yeah.
William.
Does he have any weird double letter like Wilson? Or did Wilson... Didn't he have a double S or something and they took it out?
Yeah. And, he Devers' case, he got the strikeout, but he had to try to protect Monte Harris.
Yeah. There we go. Ground ball to end it. All right. Hey, Bryse Wilson.
Funny with this Marlins team, all these like Lewin Diaz picked up last year in a trade. He was in the Sergio Romo, I believe it was, trade last year at the deadline. A lot of Marlins guys who we can say picked up in a trade. Monte Harrison picked up in a trade.
Yeah, they also got a bunch from the Yankees in the Stanton deal, right?
Sixto Sanchez on the mound, picked up in a trade. Jesus Sanchez picked up in a trade. Jazz Chisholm picked up in a trade.
All right, and he gets Shoemaker to ground up to second. Trey Harris not going to ground out. Puts one all the way to the wall. It's not going to stop at second. All the way to third for a triple. All right.
That was a nice pickup, the Braves. Late round pick who's moved very quickly for them.
And now the tandem of Posh and Waters.
8 LXD. So 8 liner.
Extra deep. Sure. Works for me. Christian Posh, grounded to shortstop, beats it out, and the run scores.
Posh can run.
And Drew Waters coming up right behind him. Waters hitting 304 with 5 home runs in the season. And he's going to strike out looking. They always strike out looking.
But we also, first innings, we always get runs.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky about that. CJ Alexander, the third baseman, up. Diving catch by the shortstop, didn't you know?
I mean, again, this is an excellent middle infield here for the Marlins because you've got Devers, who's a really good shortstop playing second, and Jack Chisholm, who's a really good defensive shortstop.
Speaking of Chisholm, he's up. And he's going to lace a single into right field. 108.8 exit velocity.
So that is ripped.
I'm going to have to check that ball after that.
Well, right now you have to throw it out anyway, just to be safe.
He is not going to get caught stealing by Langoliers.
Even a 70 arm can't.
He's too good.
But also, may have stole that off of Bryse Wilson in Shea Langoliers' defense.
Jesus Sanchez has an 0-2 count. Now a 2-2 count.
Acquired from the Rays.
He goes down swinging. I wonder... I don't think this is going to work. But... Oh, that definitely did not work. I mean, it worked probably on our side, but not for the stream. How do I not have
I don't know.
Stop. Okay.
I know we disappeared.
All right, we're back. Wait, no, we're not back. Why are we not back? I tried to share the game with you through Zoom to see if we could get you to see it in time, but apparently that does not work. Of course.
And we're now back at the bottom as a black box.
Oh, there we go. Hold on. I think I figured it out. Yeah. All right, didn't break it too much. Good. We're good. See, Alex did it with me and it worked, and I figured I'd try it here, but I knew I'd break it. JJ Bleday with a grounder short to end the inning. Not end the inning. That's out number 2.
Not acquired by a trade. First round pick last year of the Marlins from Vandy. Geez, that Vandy hadn't had like 1 or 2 guys taken in the first round few recent years. Funny thing is the difference between these two teams. Admittedly, down the line.
And he makes
NC State's Joe Janan. I used to not be as good at this, but doing the draft has made me much better at remembering. Missouri's Cam Eisner. But the flip side is every player on this Braves lineup was acquired initially, drafted or signed initially by the Braves. The difference between how these two teams were built.
I actually just learned today that Sean Newcomb was a trade acquisition.
Angels.
I was watching a video on Anderson Simmons. I was like, what did we get back for him? I was like, oh, Sean Newcomb. Who knew?
Sean Newcomb, Chris Ellis, and
I think I remember who it is. Major League talent, if I'm not mistaken.
Who would have been the big leaguer in that? It was big leaguer at the time, you're saying. And yeah. I want to say also the Angels got back a third baseman who didn't click.
Who didn't pan out. Now I'm going to have to double check. Just to make sure I'm right.
I have my second screen. I'll be looking away, but I'm going to answer this to myself.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was right. All right, runners on the corners for the Braves. Bryce Ball at the plate. Bryce Ball.
Eric Ibar. So Eric Ibar also in that deal. So they did get back a veteran.
Eric Ibar puts one out to Jesus Sanchez, but it's going to be deep enough to score the run from third. Braves up 2-1.
So Bryce Ball there. Yep. And then Bo Phillip from Oregon, if I remember correctly. Who's been a little bit cold lately. So Eric Ibar, when he was coming up, that was right when I started at Baseball America, and it was him and he was a double play combo. I want to say he was actually the second baseman, and who was the shortstop? But the shortstop on that team when he was in like short season ball, I love that the manager, the great Tom Kochman, is a great coach and scout, but he called them that they had Hoover and Oric because basically Alberto Callaspo, and basically between the two of them, they sucked up everything up the middle, and both of them ended up being big leaguers.
Posh just showed off his defensive prowess with a sliding catch in center.
Outstanding center fielder. Bryse Wilson rolling along here against a good lineup.
Yeah. There he goes, third inning over with one. All right, Trey Harris up. He hit that deep triple in the first inning. But Lewin Davis can't.
Not this time.
Lewin Davis can't handle the throw. From Jazz.
Lewin Diaz's defense has improved last couple of years, but didn't help there.
It might have been the throw.
Yeah, we don't. Not a spot you want to do that with Pache Waters coming out.
Yeah. But Sanchez gets them to roll into double play to get them erased. Waters. Jazz is playing some
he's playing some
shortstop out there. All right. Well, maybe Lewin Davis can make up for it now, or Diaz can make up for it now. Leading off the inning.
He has been hot.
That's not going to do it though. Pop up to the shortstop, route number 1.
A shifted shortstop.
Bryse Wilson only 46 pitches so far, through 4 1/3.
He may be around a little while.
Strikes out Jazz. Jesus drips one down the first base line. Not going to be played at first. And he's going to try to stretch it to 2. And he's going to get it.
I think Bryce Ball's defense there is a little generous, giving him a 50.
A little questionable. But Blade pops out to Waters to end the inning.
Max, with Brady McConnell, you summed it up pretty well there. Not a great debut. Didn't have a great... Okay, being fair to him, but going back to high school and all, kind of we've been waiting for him to have that kind of breakout year, and that breakout year really hasn't happened, and kind of running out of time for that breakout year to kind of happen. Doesn't mean it can't still, but we're still waiting for it, because he was considered one of the best, really one of the best infielders in his high school draft class. Obviously went on, but now, he's got to make more contact, and he's got to make some more damage when he does make contact. So it's kind of a double-edged sword, and he's in an organization where he doesn't. They've got some other competition for him.
Sixto gets a quick 1-2-3 inning there in the bottom of the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Zach? Bryse Wilson with his 6th strikeout of the day. So there's a reason he's 6-1, I assume.
So by the way, Cam Meisner is an interesting story here from the standpoint of if the shutdown that happened in 2020 had happened in 2019, like 5 weeks into the season, Cam Meisner had been a first-round pick because he had an incredible first month of the season and then really struggled in SEC play. And that kind of made him fall a little bit in the draft. So, a little bit of inopportune timing for him. This year, he would have been like, oh, look at what, Cam Meisner did, because he'd have been stopped right at the point where his year kind of fell apart last year.
Such a weird year in so many ways.
Bryce ball hitting the ball hard. 109 exit velo on that.
Bo Phillips has now fanned 40 times on the season.
Yeah, he's a little bit overmatched here.
Just a little bit. All right, Bryce
He's batting ninth. He's batting ninth for a reason.
Hey, he's hitting 203 though.
So it's interesting. Our home plate camera here, like, is not at the front of that ledge. It's, you've got some people in front of it. So.
Yeah, actually, when we did the All-Star game on Sunday, Alex got fancy and started using some of the behind the pitcher cameras and stuff.
Huh. I gotta go check that out.
All right, Trey Harris, it's a single, but they're going to hold the runner at third. Bryce Ball, not the fleetest of foot.
He is not. That is not what he is there for.
All right, runners in the corners for Pache.
Oh, Sixto's not pitching particularly poorly here either.
Yeah. 3 Ks, 4 hits, no walks. And it's going to get through the infield for a single. Bryce Ball score. Trey Harris to second. Brings up 3-1.
With the way Bryse Wilson pitching, that's going to be hard to make up, and especially with the way he's been efficient too.
Drew Waters flies out to left end inning. All right, yeah. Top of the 6th. Bryse Wilson only at 65 pitches, 7 Ks. No walks for either starting pitcher. I feel like I've never seen that before.
A good question by BD Crow, because I do believe you have a giveaway.
Yeah. We have a 1-month subscription to Baseball America to give away. Let us start that now, assuming I set this up correctly.
This is always
I did.
Look at you.
Had it set and ready to go. So all you got to do is type !ticket. Does it say that there? Yeah. !ticket in the chat. And then in 7th inning stretch, we'll pick a winner. And you'll get a 1-month subscription to baseballamerica.com. Which, even if you don't win, is only $6.25 a month. And well worth the price.
So Bryse Wilson at 66 pitches here in the 6th. So.
And with the 7 Ks, that's keeping it down while striking out guys is not the easiest thing to do.
Lewin Diaz up a big shift here.
Easy 1, 2, 3 inning there. Bryce kind of cruising. Could be the first 7-game winner. I don't think anybody else is there yet. CJ Alexander grounds out to first. Yeah, Sixto's up to 77 pitches now. And he's going to strike out Justin Dean looking. And Langoliers comes up, hitting a $195. Come on. I understand he threw out the runner earlier, but deep fly ball to left, but the left fielder had him played perfectly, so he didn't have to move.
Barely had to move, yeah.
Top of the 7th, Bryse Wilson, 74 pitches going into 7th. If that happens in real life, I will be.
I was gonna say, if he doesn't, he's got an outside shot at a CG here. Needs a quick inning, but he's got an outside shot at it.
I don't think it's going to be a quick inning.
I'm a little behind you.
Yeah, Jazz Chisholm. He keeps it short. Only had 3 pitches in the at-bat. And then hit a 409-foot home run. So, Marlins back within 1. but bounces back and gets a little grounder to the mound. And he strikes out J.J. Bleday. That's 8 Ks. Still no walks. I don't think I've seen a 3-ball count.
84 pitches still. If he gets through this one here.
And then
single.
Infield single. Uh-oh, this might be the ending where it starts falling apart for Wilson. Meissner hits a single up the middle. Now we got runners on the corners for Will Banfield.
That CG is no longer now. It's the does he get through the 7th?
Yeah, up to 90 pitches now. So. 0-2 count. Strikes out Banfield to end the inning. 9th K of the game. But they get a run on 3 hits. See if they keep him in there. Questionable. All right, let's we'll listen to Take Me Out to the Ball Game, and then we'll pick the winner. I was very upset Alex did not sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game during our stream on Sunday. All right, how do I do this again? Close giveaway.
By the way, Sixth is still in here too.
Draw a winner. Max Fire 5.
Okay, that's one who Max has been a regular.
There we go.
Congrats, Max.
Max, send me your email address some way, or send it to Alex so Alex can send it to me.
Well, Max, this will be your taste to get you ready.
Just a taste. First taste.
Which, by the way, just as a heads up, a perfect time to get a free month. We will be rolling out our updated top 30s with draft picks and everyone else. Updates for whatever else, injuries and all that, coming out in the rest at the end of the month. So,
all right, Max, send your email to Alex, and he'll send it to me, and we'll get it all taken care of. All right, as you said, Sixto still in the game, 4 Ks, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 87 pitches. So we'll see if he can make it through this inning. It was a rough one for Wilson. Let's see if Sixto can get out of this faster. Oh, rough starts to these innings. Jose Devers has one bounce off his head to get Bryce Ball on first.
4 errors now for the Marlins. Sixto's not his fault.
When Bryce Phillips hits a grounder to Devers again, but he goes to first instead of trying to turn double play.
Seemed like he could have turned that too. Especially that was Bryce Ball running too.
Noted, not fast runner.
Yes, we covered that. And yet Sixto remains.
This is going to be his 100th pitch for Sixto. Trey Harris hits it deep, but not deep enough. Braves can't capitalize. Or just a great play out there by Harrison.
Or what?
Bryce Wilson staying in the game, 93 pitches. He wants that 10th K.
Zach, we were talking about it earlier. I wouldn't say this is how the Marlins have drafted as much as how the Marlins have traded. It's a very good farm system, but as we noted, like if you look at this lineup, I'll do it again, but Monte Harrison acquired in trade, Jose Devers acquired in trade, Sixto Sanchez on the mound acquired in trade. Looking at the lineup, back up again. Josh Chisholm, Lewin Diaz, Jesus Sanchez, all acquired in trades.
But also the guys that they traded were homegrown guys that turned out really, really good to warrant the returns.
JT Realmuto, homegrown guy. Christian Yelich, homegrown guy. Giancarlo Stanton. I mean, these are dudes.
Those are your MVP candidates most seasons. All right. So they brought in a reliever to end it. But,
Who came in there? You see? We'll find out soon. A new pitcher here. We got Robert Duggar in.
Where is box score? Jacil De La Cruz came in
to
strike
out. Another guy can bring it.
I mean, we can check.
Jacil can throw hard.
Yeah. Robert Duggar coming in for the Marlins. He's got to face the 3-4-5 of the Braves, but see how that works out well for him. Fly ball to left. Hey, apparently if we start these games on time, it can be the real time in the games. It is 9:51 in fake Atlanta and 9:49 in real New Jersey. All right, fly out for Posh.
It's funny. I know this park is relatively new. This is the third Braves ballpark I have covered games as a professional in. I am very old. Also, on top of that, though, the Braves go through stadiums very quickly.
Yeah. Just the people in Atlanta like paying taxes, I guess. Though I assume most of Turner Field is probably subsidized.
Turner Field was a weird one because it was an Olympic stadium, and this one's not done by Atlanta. This was done by Cobb County. Because it is just outside the perimeter just outside 285, if you know you're Atlanta. Oh, Jeremy Walker in.
Or technically, your fourth Braves place, because it is no longer SunTrust. It is now Truist.
Yeah, it's Truist, yes. Down to the final two outs here for the Marlins. And it's not, J.D. Bleday is not hitting, and Joe Dunand is not hitting, so...
All right. Jeremy Walker already got 1K. Dunand. Oh, he's going to put a charge into one. Can he tie it up? Almost. Right at the track.
Oh, man. Zach, my early number one is Kumar Rocker. But that's a good... Oh, man, that was close.
I thought I was worried.
That was good. That was good. That was good.
I think that was our most competitive game. Yeah.
We picked a good one. I will say, Max, the one concern with Rocker is you got college slider guys sometimes leave their best sliders in college. So I do have a slight concern on that. But yeah, Kumar Rocker really good.
13 saves for Walker. The 7th win. Let's see if that's the 7th win, the league leader now.
I would think so. By the way, we know it's back still May because those clear skies in 74. That sounds really nice right now.
All right, let's finish out that day. And let's go see who is the league leader in wins. Oh, Brandon McKay. Oh, yeah. Brandon McKay and Bryse Wilson tied with 7 wins. Brandon McKay going to have to be in the MVP consideration. 3 home runs already in the season for him. So he's doing pretty good. Well, hey, if I want to drive an hour down, I can go see Leiter's cousin. Right? This is Al Leiter Jr.?
No, that's Jack. It is Al's son.
Yes, so I can see his cousin if I want to drive an hour down. I think he's pitching for... Oh, no. Who's he pitching for? He's pitching for someone. Mark Leiter Jr. is. I don't remember who. But we're going to save this. Save early.
Somerset, Zach says.
Is it Somerset?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
So I could drive down there. I can go see him. That would be weird. Being one of 100 people. I think I might buy tickets and then just not go. Support your
No, that'd be another way to do it. Yeah,
Support your minor league or independent team that's near you, if you can.
if you can, because it is a rough year for all, for all. You know.
Yeah, Casey dominating the stolen base game so far.
Yes, absolutely.
So, great stream. We're going to get this saved and uploaded to the site so that you can go to baseballamerica.com, click the BAPL Sim tab, and it'll take you where you can find all the stats. You can find the archive
If you just
streams.
look right on the top of Baseball America, click on BAPL Sim. I just call it the BAPL.
The BAPL?
And the BAPL. And easily enough, and you can dive into all player stats. And the one other thing I'd say is check me out if you have a suggestion, like you want to change something with your team, at JJCoop36 on Twitter. Yell at me.
And if you need a backup catcher for your team,
yell at me.
All right, guys. So, again, baseballamerica.com. You can follow JJ on Twitter at JJCoop36. And I think that's it. Make sure you head over to twitch.tv/OOTP developments/schedule. Things are changing a little bit. We've had some stuff shift around with the All-Star game last night. But we'll be back next week, Tuesday night, 9 p.m.
Back
Eastern.
to normal.
Back to normal. And we'll be almost done with May in this season by then.
Yeah. And congrats again, Max. And see you all next week.
Take it easy, folks.